32 inches, 4K resolution, 240Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, quantum mini LED, and curved. But is the Odyssey Neo G8 worth it at a discount for high performance gaming? And most importantly, how did it hold up after 1 year of use? I'm Jamar FPS, and this is the Samsung Odyssey Neo G8, 1 year later. Price and value. So last year I bought the Neo G8 for $1299, but now it's down to $999, a $300 price drop. Compared to similar monitors like the Asus ROG Swift or the Acer Predator, which max out at around 144Hz, the Neo G8's 240Hz refresh rate and quantum mini LED tech make it a standout for sure. At this price, you're getting high-end specs across the board without completely breaking the bank. Considering that this monitor has sold multiple times at a price close to around $1,800 in the past year, this is absolutely excellent value for anyone looking for premium performance. Display quality and performance. One word? Wow. First off, the 4K resolution on this looks absolutely gorgeous. I use this monitor primarily for gaming and coding as I am a software engineer, and everything just looks super nice and crispy. On top of that, the 1 millisecond response time means there's basically no delay between your actions and what happens on the screen. This is super important for me given the main game I play is Call of Duty Warzone, where every millisecond matters. Now, I primarily play on PS5, which can only output up to 120Hz, so I can't take full advantage of the 240Hz refresh rate from a gaming front. However, I look at it this way: if you are like me and plan to upgrade to a beast of a PC one day, or if the future PlayStation consoles can output higher than 120Hz, then by going with the Neo G8 at 240Hz, you are not limiting yourself in terms of refresh rate and are future-proofing your monitor purchase. Don't even get me started on the brightness. This thing goes up to 2000 nits, and I genuinely only run it at 60% brightness because I feel like I'm gonna go blind if I go any higher. It is crazy bright. Lastly, the quantum mini LED backlight really makes the colors pop on screen. Playing games on here, especially story games, is like a whole new level of contrast and vibrancy. Build quality and design. 3 words: premium and mind-blowing. The Neo G8 has a solid construction. None of the materials feel cheap, and the build no doubt matches the price tag. I absolutely love the design of the white back on the monitor. It just looks super sleek and nice, and the back lighting up is a nice bonus too. Now, let's talk about the real reason you are here though. That curve though. I don't know how to put this into words, but when you play with this monitor right in front of your face at 32-inch screen size with a 1000R curvature, it just feels like the monitor is wrapping around your peripheral vision. It's not really needed, but it is an incredible extra little level of immersion that feels really nice, that when you glance at your periphery in, let's say, a first-person shooter video game, you just have more monitor there. It's crazy, and it's honestly incredible. Another huge plus is just the size. Given the 32-inch screen, I often am able to run multiple applications on one screen, which has drastically improved my workflow as a software engineer. Now, one little nitpick here. Because of the great size of the Neo G8 with the curve, the legs of the monitor are longer since they need to support the front-leaning weight of this curve. These legs might extend out a bit too far and interfere with your keyboard or other desk appliances if you have a smaller desk. It's definitely not a deal breaker though. If you mount the monitor, this completely resolves the issue. Longevity. 1 year later. I'm happy to tell you this section's super short, and that's because after a year, there hasn't been a single issue with this monitor. There's no decrease in performance. There's no noticeable light bleed or dead pixels. It's performing just as it did the first day I used it out of the box. Amazing. The cons. I think it is important for me to be transparent about the cons for this monitor. However, just know these are extreme nitpicks. Number 1, I know that high-end gaming monitors sometimes sacrifice speakers, but I do wish this monitor came with speakers for when I want to watch Netflix, for example. Number 2, it's surprising to me that this monitor does not come with a remote control, given that the Samsung Odyssey G7, which is less premium, does. This effectively means that every time I want to change inputs or adjust something, I have to use the menu buttons on the bottom of the monitor, which aren't the most comfortable to press. Number 3, the auto input switching feature is convenient for multitaskers like me, as it automatically switches to a new device when turned on. However, there have been rare moments every few months where the monitor switches inputs unexpectedly if multiple devices are connected. For example, I can be playing Call of Duty and then all of a sudden my Mac desktop appears on my monitor. 2 important notes about this. 1, this is extremely rare and happens maybe once every 4-ish months or so. 2, disabling the feature resolves this entirely, but it's worth noting if you plan to use multiple devices regularly. Conclusion. After a year with the Odyssey Neo G8, I can confidently recommend it. The 4K resolution, 240Hz refresh rate, blazing 2000 nit brightness, and durable build make it an excellent choice for gamers and professionals alike. And while it's not budget friendly, the value it delivers for its price is extraordinarily hard to beat. If you're upgrading your setup, this monitor is a worthy investment that will elevate your workflow and gaming experience for sure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below to help a small creator like myself. In the comments, let me know, what monitor are you upgrading from? For me, I switched from a 50-inch TV to this and it was an absolute game changer. Thanks for watching and have a great day. JMR FPS, signing off.